You shut your broke ass up. Shut your broke ass up. Adam 22, nigga. This shit play money.
What's good, y'all? We're going to take another look at the social experiment that is No Jumper, especially in the wake of all this back and forth between big platform owners like Vlad and Adam. Let's get it.
Definitely. You know, honestly, I don't even feel like talking about the money man thing.
He called you out?
Because he flexed on you.
I wouldn't want to call it out.
He flexed on you. He put
This
a
is
loaf
my
in your
thing.
face.
If you think, like, if you are the kind of person that sees somebody in their car with $100,000 and gets impressed and thinks, oh, that guy must have a lot of money, I think that's who that was directed at, is to convince people who are easily convinced and don't have a lot of money. So for me personally,
Shots fired.
yeah, I could post 10 times as much money as he just posted. You want to know why I'm not? Because I'm not a fucking idiot. And because it just would serve me in no way.
Real quick, culturally, I understand why he posted the money. How else is people supposed to prove it in this social media era? The question for me is, why would you want them folks on you like that? Because unless your books are straight and you filing taxes, why would you even want them eyes on you? That's my biggest question. Especially to prove something to a dude that he living on the other side where he already done got his taxes filed. He got a legitimate business. And then the word on the street is that what you do may not be. So that's my question for Money Man. You know, I understand the point he was trying to prove, but we've seen flexing come back to haunt people. Many people. So let's get back to it.
So my thing is that the only reason why I say anything about Money Man is because I've been annoyed for all these years watching him pretend to be a popular rapper. I don't buy it. I know he's been exposed a bunch of times for having fake monthly listeners on Spotify, fake views on his videos. I ain't never met anybody in my entire life that listens to Money Man, and I don't really believe that he has an actual fan base. I was actually doing a little bit of hunting last night trying to find a video of him playing a lit live show. I don't think it's ever happened. There's very little evidence that I've been able to find that presents him as having any substantial fan base. But to be fair, he has done a good job at convincing the world that he is more popular than he is. But what pissed me off was that on a Say Cheese post about the fact that Vlad and Boosie had this interaction that they had, he left a comment and said Vlad should keep paying Boosie just because it's a good look for his platform. My response was, we are not going to listen to broke tell us how to run our businesses. He would not be able to run a successful YouTube channel. He's already running an unsuccessful rap career. For sure, I don't think he's got it in him to run a successful YouTube interview channel. And he felt the need to then post himself with $100,000 in a car or whatever, like as if that's impressive to me in any way.
You came in a bit hot.
I guess I could see that, but really though, like
I think he did.
I understand.
Like it, right?
He want to hide his hand. And shit.
I understand. What am I hiding? What is? Explain that. No. Explain that.
Because you clearly you disrespected him, or you said something that he felt he took disrespectful.
No, he said something disrespectful about my friend, so I said something disrespectful about his financial situation.
Yeah, that wasn't disrespectful. Yeah, that wasn't
from him.
I think it's a little disrespectful to comment publicly and basically tell someone like Vlad, who really understands his business, how he should be running his business. To me, that's just embarrassing. I would never do that to somebody who was operating a business that I didn't understand in any way.
Okay, so why not just say I disagree instead of say, oh, you broke?
Because I think he's broke.
This shit is
So he's standing on big.
I mean, he
probably not as rich as you are.
He might have some money, but it ain't from rapping.
Yeah, I mean,
that's all I'm saying. Like, hey, you did some good plays with crypto and real estate back in the day, for sure. I fuck with that. That's real. But meanwhile, you LARPing as a successful rapper, and we ain't going.
And that right there is why these two worlds don't mix. Because while you're doing social media beef about an opinion on whether Boosie should get paid or not, now it gets federal quickly. And you reference how he makes his money. because you have no concerns about how you make your money. That's the insensitivity part and why it's so hard for these worlds to coexist, especially if a fallout happens. You already know who's going to lose. It happens every time. So you got to choose your battles wisely, but you can't expect people not to comment on what they feeling. Like Money Man felt away, he commented. He gonna say it, and but this is what comes with it. You know what I'm saying? So let's get back to it.
Well, but to be fair, he's not giving him like creative advice as far as rapping. He's giving financial advice, right?
Yeah,
So he has more merit in that regard.
But his financial advice was dog. That's all I'm saying.
Honestly, his comment, it should be I mean, it's a public conversation now that they both went public. Boosie and Vlad. You know?
I don't even think Vlad knows about this because I don't think Vlad ever heard of Money Man. I'm gonna be real with you.
For real?
But you playing Captain Save.
As far as I know.
Hold on, money.
No, I'm just standing on business for my friend, which is exactly what you would do in this situation.
For sure, you would.
If Vlad don't care about it, why would you care about
You
it?
shoe on the other foot, Vlad saying that same comment. You think Vlad come in like that?
He might. He's done similar things on his podcast. Maybe not in the say cheese comments.
Okay, you ain't playing about your bros, huh?
I mean, just in that game.
He did say Moose Man the other day. Yeah, you started to turn off for your friends.
Okay.
You damn right.
Moose 22.
White boys got to stick together, man.
Right. The Moose white too now.
He in the umbrella. He on the umbrella.
Wow. And there's your glimpse inside the thought process. He's under the umbrella. He's under the umbrella. You think Moose don't know that? It played out. When that whack thing went down, it definitely played out just like that. It's even playing out on this pod right now. The power dynamic, like you can see it. So, whew, you better believe them when they show you. Let's get back to it.
I mean, I think so. Hey, with all due respect, I mean, I'm seeing the Northern California Mexicans is disowning him.
Yeah.
In the Southern California Mexicans.
Wait. But the last thing I want to say about that, though, is that Money Man said that I need to pay him $50K for an interview.
When?
My boy, you ain't never did over $200K for an interview. Ain't nobody ever gonna pay you for an interview because you ain't lit like that. You don't do numbers like that.
He told you that?
Personal. You having personal things.
No, I'm just telling him how it is.
That's just good
You
business.
guys didn't know
That's what that
something
is.
else.
Hey, hold on. How
Back
long
in the
ago
day,
did he
this
say
fool
this?
Money Man said in a song, "Yo, I'm rolling up while I'm watching AD and T-Rail." Like he has that bar in a song.
I know he actually shouted out "No Jumper" in a song, if I remember correctly.
No,
you talking about-
was it that song?
They were still at No Jumper at the time.
But what was the when did he say the 50,000 thing? Recently or back then?
No, that was yesterday.
Oh,
Real recent. Yeah, that's a crazy number to be asking for
50K.
50K for a Money Man. In it.
Crazy.
Ain't nothing wrong with
I
that.
mean, I like the LLC record like anybody else.
I
but
mean, that's
It
what he
is
feel like he
delusional as
worked.
fuck.
I mean, that's what he feel like he worked. What's the problem with it?
I mean, he rap about scamming a lot and shit. And I don't think people realize that when they believe that he's a popular rapper, that they are falling for one of these scams that he talks about in his music. That like the same way he used to be carding and doing all these bank plays and this is him acting like a lit rapper is the same thing.
His music not bad though, low key.
Nah, his music is whack.
Hey, you supposed to have
I
the
like a
confidence
song or
and
two.
feel your worth is your worth, but things got to make business sense at the end of the day, bro.
Right.
Yeah, and that's why ain't nobody ever gonna pay Money Man for an interview for his entire life. And that's the weird thing I heard with Sean Cotton. It's like Sean Cotton talking about how Money Man is so real because he gave him a free interview back in the day. I'm like, he has only ever done free interviews because nobody would ever pay this guy to talk on camera.
All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Hey, salute to the cast, though. Sporty Face, Lush, even Ann Hefe, of course, Munchie B. They all tried to make counterpoints. They all tried to interject when it seemed like it was a little bit either hypocritical, contradictory, but they got very little wiggle room because of what we talked about, that power dynamic. And they know who cuts the checks. So they made their attempts, but it ain't gonna go very far. You know what I'm saying? And they gotta keep the peace. So it's crazy to watch, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Until next time. It's your boy Dell, we out.